Before I get into the topic today, I want to send out a prayer and my condolences to Charlie Kirk's family. Yesterday, we watched the assassination of a godly man for no more than speaking words that made infantile, moronic people feel uncomfortable. The word that he spoke was the truth. He spoke from the Bible. He spoke from his faith. And in my estimation, Charlie Kirk was probably a braver man than 99% of men, because the dude had the ability and the willingness to go into hostile territory and sit calmly while people threw the sharpest of sticks and arrows that they could at him. And instead of retaliating like most of us would, Charlie tried to teach these people. He listened to them, and Charlie walked as Jesus would. He didn't smash them over the head for their stupidity. He tried to coach them into seeing the error of their ways. I had a lot of respect for the guy, even though I didn't agree with a lot of the stuff that he said, a lot of the positions that he had. But I don't agree with what everyone says about everything, no matter who they are. We're different people, and we're always going to see things differently. But even when somebody has a different viewpoint, as long as they don't cause physical harm to me or my loved ones or someone around me that's defenseless, you think and feel how you want to. There's no cause to escalate that simply because someone has a different viewpoint. Well, what we have witnessed in this nation is a division that is so strong that there's no coming back from it. In my last video, in my previous video, I talked about how it's important for men of this nation to grow some balls and stand up. And the reason for that is not because I'm trying to save this country. America's broken. America's done. Everything that made us what we were, it's gone, and it's not coming back. What happened to Charlie Kirk yesterday was, in my estimation, the first shot that was to be fired in this cultural revolution that has been set upon us. And no matter how we feel, no matter what you think about what's gone on, we are in the middle of a war zone. And no matter what you want, no matter how you would choose to have things be, you are standing in the middle of a battlefield. And that's why I tell men that it is important for you to become physically strong, to become spiritually based and strong, because this fight's coming. And whoever facilitated the execution of Charlie Kirk, they signed off on that. We have reached a point to where this musical chairs of derangement and confusion and compliance and acquiescing to things that we should have never allowed or tolerated in this nation, the music has stopped. The lines have been drawn, and pretty much everybody is to the point where they're closing ranks. Everybody who has divided themselves off into cliques, victim categories, you are where you are. There will be no coming back from this. We have crossed over into territory that I've never seen in my 55 years alive in this country. And that's why I think that now more than ever, it is important for critical thinking men who want a better country, a better place to raise our children, a better place to pass off to our future generations. It is important for us to wake up. This political right, left, this indoctrination that has taken place, this divisive campaign that has destroyed our country, has brought us to the point to where an innocent, good man has been taken out. And the thing that disturbs me the most, and the thing that makes me understand that there is no fixing this country, is the amount of people that I've seen celebrating this man's passing moments after he was shot. there were losers all over the internet dancing, partying, talking about FAFO. And that energy being what it is, you're not going to have that same energy when the people that have sat back and dealt with your tolerance and inclusion and all of this, these people have had their fill. They've had their fill, and now watching these demons celebrate the passing of a man who's done nothing wrong but speak words that made these sensitive, sissy losers feel uncomfortable. They're partying this dude's passing. He's got children, and these monsters are celebrating. And it's the same thing with the Ukrainian woman. I've seen so many black activists online talking about how they simply don't care. And to those people, I hear you. You don't have to care. But when the people that you are celebrating their destruction, when they decide to fight back, don't expect them to care either. Don't expect them to hear your cries. Don't expect them to have any sympathy or empathy for you either. America's watching. America's watching all of this celebration on the other side of good. I'm not saying Charlie Kirk was right, but he was on the side of good. The man was against evil. He was against violence. And because he was against evil, and because he was against violence, and because he used the power of words, logic, and truth, that's why he was worthy of being taken out. And that's why these lunatics are celebrating this. America has fallen. We have just not entered the hot portion of this conflict. But I think that they broke the wire yesterday. I think that it has become painfully evident that the party of peace, inclusion, and love is actually the party of hatred and demonic activity. The moment of prayer for Charlie Kirk was interrupted by a bunch of Democratic demons. This is who we're dealing with. This isn't the right or the left. This is good versus evil, dark versus light. Men in this country, you better get your shit together. You better make sure that the strength that you portray online, the strength that you portray on Instagram, this mask you wear, you better make sure that the man that's hiding behind that mask is who you think you are, because you will be tested. You are in the middle of a war. And just because you think that how you feel it excludes you from this, you've got another thing coming. You can't escape this. There's no getting away from this. You will fight.
Ultimately, we're all dead men. Sadly, we cannot choose how, but we can decide how we meet that end, in order that we are remembered as men.